Okay, well here we are. Show everybody where we're at with the drywall. I told y'all I would come back when I got the drywall done, make a little video. So here we are. I'm going to show everybody all the drywall up and around, make a clean sweep of it, go down, down, back around, everybody can see all that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and come behind the door here and show you all that in, and I'll explain why the seams it's not muddy. Okay, we'll show here's the switches. Here's a switch for a light. You can see it dim down. That's as low as they go. Any more they go off. Okay, let's turn them back on. Let's turn them back up here. Now, this switch here will be behind a cabinet. The same with this. I mean, if these outlets, I meant to say, these outlets will be behind a cabinet. Then of course this outlet just be there. There'll be a little shelf to come down up here and come across. Little shelf to be a little, I'm not sure what we're going to put, maybe knickknacks or something. Okay. The reason why these aren't seamed, you see the ones that aren't seamed. Okay, the reason why there'll be a 1x4 it goes up the ceiling. It'll be treated. We're going to stain it, I meant to say. Put a 1x4 up through there, and then we're going to put a 1x6 down the center. Then of course all the edges will be done and trim around the door. Okay, they got electric fireplace that's going to sit in a corner cabinet, which is going to come from this seam here over to this seam right here. So this outlet, I really should put this outlet over just a tad bit, but it'll be okay. I'm going to come right here with a 2x4 and put my little corner wall cabinet there. Be a little electric fireplace in that. Then there'll be a stereo in there. These are the beams. She wants these beams to be seen. We'll leave those alone. So now he shows you there's no sense of mudding where it's going to be covered. So what's the big deal? This thing's going to be painted white. Let's see, I want to show some people somewhat how I've done some drywall, just in case they don't know this, which I'm not saying anyone, not saying anybody out there don't know it, but just in case you don't, I'll be able to help you. Let me wipe this thing off. Still got some old drywall on it. I don't want to get it on the wall. Okay. Let's say I'm going to go down this seam right here. But I ain't going to touch these seams because they're already done. So I'll lay this thing up against my wall like that, like so. Well, to make sure you got a nice flush, flat seam, take your light and shine behind it. Put a light down behind it. So you got a light right here. Let's put down behind it. If you can't see a light coming through there, you get a nice solid, it's nice and smooth and straight. It won't look like the drywall's joined right there. So I mean, that's a little trick that I have actually learned on my own, and it works very well. I think that's going to be about all the video. It's about how far we are. Everybody see the lights. Let me turn the lights down. Let me see. Everybody see the lights. That's hard to do, isn't it? I want everybody to see the lights is all actually in there. If I get up close. You can't really see the little housings around the lights, but they are there. Double pane glass door. You see here. Picture my woman again. There we go. So what are you thinking there, honey? Take a look at it there. See what you think. Looking good. Yeah, me and my girlfriend here put this up. Then me and my son, we put up some up today right there. He look hard little worker. He wants to be. Good little worker. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, there'll be a shelf up here at the top of the door. There's a little shelf up there. We put whatnot stuff on it. Then there'll be, of course, a corner shelf here, and that explains why some of these seams aren't done. Which right here, this seam's not done, so I'm going to put that shelf up in that cabinet, come clip to the ceiling. There ain't no sense in doing it if you can't see them. Why put the extra work into it? Mudding's not easy. I don't like mud and drywall. But anyway, here, I'll get her to hold this for a minute, and I'll show everybody. Hold this on me. Don't push anything because it'll go off. Okay, got it. Put it on me. Come over here. Come over here. I'm trying to show everybody a little better view. I don't want to really touch. I ain't gonna touch a seam I already done. Put it on me. I'm not gonna touch a seam I already done because I don't want to hit the drywall that's already been hit. I don't want to hit the mud and mess it up. Okay, to make sure your two joints go together nice and smooth, which I done tried to show Miss Karen.
Okay.
But as by myself, it's kind of hard. Okay, so you turn the light, put your tool right against the wall. Of course, let's pretend there's a seam there. Then you'll take this light and you shine it underneath it like that. And you'll go up that drywall, just slide it right up that mud like that. Keep doing that. Keep putting more mud on it and keep doing that until you don't see any light come through. When you do that, your walls are nice and smooth and you think it looks like it's one solid piece of drywall. So that's a trick to that. I learned on my own. A lot of people probably already know that trick, but it took me learning it on my own to get that figured out. A lot of mistakes in drywall to figure out the ways around things. I think that's going to be it. I think that'll be everything. So I guess we're going to sign off here and we'll come back in tomorrow. We plan on doing some sanding and then we ought to be able to paint it. I see a few little spots up there, but I'm not going to worry about them. And something else I want to show you real fast before we get off this. Okay, the same deal. Anyway, this tool hasn't been used. Same tool. When you do these screw holes, I put screws in. A lot of people use nails. I put screws that won't get shut, Karen. 2-4s in a way. What I'm going to do, what you do is you put a bit of mud on there. Then all you do is take that spackle tool and just go like that and just swipe it like that. If you do it, a lot of these you don't have to sand. Like these right here, if I do sand them, I'll just barely hit this. And I guess a little bit right in there, you can see it on the video. You barely hit them. And we use a drywall compound that doesn't really shrink that much. So I think this has been a hot tub room, one coat. I can see it shrunk in a little bit, but I think we're okay for one coat. I mean, it's a hot tub room. We want it to be nice, but we also are on a deadline. We got some company coming, we want a deadline, we want to try to get it done before they get here, don't we?
Yes.
Well, I guess that's it. So next time you see this thing, it'll be painted and the trim will be up on it. Mm-hmm. And we'll be building a corner cabinet right here. So I think that's it. And I'm going to sign off here. Karen, you can wave at him because you've been doing good about that. All right. Always see y'all and goodbye.